my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on Promise from Silent Hill 2. It's a great track. I've done a cover version, so if you want to hear me playing it all the way through, check it out. I'll leave a link in the description and a card above. I'm going to teach you the whole song today. Just before I do though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, give me a like on the video and leave me some comments in the comment section. Let me know where in the world you're from. Let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me and you want to print the tabs off for this, I'll put them on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning. Now the song starts with this little arpeggio bit that goes. So to play that, we've got the open A string, then use your first finger on D2, little finger on G5. So open A, D2, and then the G5, then you go back to the D2. So you've got, and then you're going to play the A string again, and move your first finger up to fret 3 on the D string, because you're going to play the fret 3, and then the G5 again, and then the D3. So bar 1, you've got. Into the second bar, move your first finger up to A3, third finger on D5, little finger on G5, then it goes back to the D5, so you get. Then the last shape we've got is you move your third finger to A5, little finger on D5, and second finger on G4. And you play the A5, the D5, the G4, back to the D5. So bar 2 you've got. So the whole line slowly. Up speed. So that just repeats round, and then the first little guitar part, like the lead part over the top, goes. Which is playing B15 to E12, and then E15 to B13. You can hold those two together, it rings nice. And then you go down to fret 10 on the B string, and then it goes to E12. Again, you can hold those two down at the same time. And then B13 to G12. So the whole line goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Next line, this is kind of like the sort of main melody, or melody, I can't say the word. So the first bar, slide up into B8, and then hit another B8. If you can, make that second B8 staccato. And then you're going to play another B8, slide down to B6, and then B5. So slowly you got. And then into the next bar goes. So G7, slide into it if you want. And then another G7, up to G9 as a slide. So slide back down to the 7, then slide down to the 5, and then you're going to hit another 5. So it goes. So the first two bars of that line go 1. And then next bar, slide into the 8 again, another B8, and then slide up from 8 to 10, and then back to an 8. So it goes. then to fret 13 on the B string. So you slide into it, and then you're going to hit it again, and then a B12. So the first 4 bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then into bar 12, we're going to take that 12 and we're going to slide down to fret 8. So actually, let's just play up to that note from the beginning. We've got. And then it's basically a repeat of that, so the next 2 bars. So it's basically the same phrase twice, it's just got that extra 8 on the end. And then on to the next line, we've got... So that's B13, B12, B10 twice, B12, B13. So you got... Into the next bar, we're going to do the B13 and bend it up a tone. And then a normal B13, then B12 twice, B13, and then B12. So bar 17 goes. Bars 16 and 17 together go. Then bar 18, you've got B10, B12, B13 twice, B12, B13, and then bend 13 up a tone, then B13 normally, E10, E12. So bar 19 goes. So those 4 bars from 16 to 19 you get. And those 4 bars repeat, and then after the second time, we just go into bar 20 and you just play B10. And it just holds that on. And then goes back to the beginning of the song and plays all the way through. And then the next line, we get this. Where we're playing the open E string, and then D9, B8, and then slide down to B5. So it goes 1, 2, 3. And it just does that 4 times. Then the next phrase comes in, which we've got. So for that, nice and easy, G4, B5, B7, and then bend it up a semitone. And just does that 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And then on the 4th time, you just bend it up and then play it normally. So you got on the 7 on the B string. So bars 24 all the way through to 28 go. And then that's just repeating round, and you play bar 25, 26, 27 again. And then in bar 29, just a slight change. So you play the 7, bend it up a semitone on the B string, and then B7, B7, B8, B10, which it takes us on to the next line. And we've got... So B10 bending up a tone, and then it goes to fret 7 on the B string, then B8, B10, and then bends it up a tone, and just keeps doing that. So 7, 8, 10, then 10 bend, and then into bar 32. Again, it just bends up the B10 a tone, and then plays it normally B10. So those 4 bars go. And then that just repeats, plays the second time bar, the second time it's just bending up the 10 and then normal B10. And then the last line is just stuff we've already done, playing the E string, then D9, B8, slide into B5. Just repeats that 4 times, and then it's got like the intro little riff again. Which repeats around 4 times. And I didn't do this last chord on my version, but on the actual track, it just hits this A sus 2 chord at the end, which is just open A string, D2, G2, and B. And that's the end of the song. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, it really does help me out. Give me a like on the video. And please leave me some comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know where in the world you're from, what you thought of the video, what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me and you want to print the tabs off for this, I'll put it on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to my Patreon page in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.